Semarang, Indonesia. We are so happy to meet you again today. And how is it going, everyone? Is it good? I hope everyone is well, healthy, and enthusiastic for today's event, right, Mr. Reta?
Yes, indeed, Irene. And we also hope that today's event will run smoothly as we had yesterday. And here we are again, Retang Ohangara and my partner Irene as the MC of this event.
All right, but before we start, we are going to warm up a bit. And we will entertain you with Indonesian folk songs. The one is from Sumba, and then the next one is from Sulawesi Utara and from Kalimantan Selatan. We hope you enjoy, and here are the songs.
Okay, I will start, Irene, yeah? And then you please hold me because I will dance.
Okay.
Okay, the first song is from Sumba. It is in the local language of the people of Sumba. Okay, ready? Jarami tingu pelapalindi sama kage kilata luara ai lupangu kau pinya kau ngeli wakinya na amayaram.
Sayang, sayang, si patokaan matego, tego, gorokan. Sayang, 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 si patokaan matego, tego, gorokan. Sayang, hey, barampar pisang, pisangku belum masak. Masa sabigi di urung bari-bari. Masa sabigi di urung bari-bari. It's so warm up. We hope you enjoyed the song. And now we're directly want to continue to today's event. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let us invite Professor Albert Ciao from Hong Kong Baptist University to deliver his keynote talk titled Digital Transformation in Learning and Teaching, Opportunities and Challenges. We also invite Dr. Robertus Setiawan Aji Nugroho to accompany Professor Ciao as the moderator. Dr. Aji, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Good morning. Hello and welcome to this session. Thank you all for finding time and visiting our today's keynote. My name is Robertus Nugroho from Sukai Pranato Catholic University, and I will be moderating this live session. If you have any questions, we have 10 minutes question and answers in the end of this session. Please use the chat feature during the session, introducing yourself, followed by the question. All right, our today's speaker is Professor Albert Ciao. Hello, Professor. Professor Ciao, are you there? Can you hear me?
Hi, good morning, colleagues.
Hi, good morning. Yeah.
Good morning.
Okay, thank you.
You can hear me well, right?
Right, yes, thank you. All right, Professor Ciao is the Vice President for Teaching and Learning of Hong Kong Baptist University since 2016. He's responsible for the teaching and learning of HKBU for the nurturing of creative, caring, and ethical global citizens. He leads the development of curriculum and academic program, quality assurance, innovative learning, such as experiential learning and e-learning, student recruitment and placement, and globalization of teaching and learning. Well, we are so glad that Professor Ciao could be here with us today to share his insight on digital transformation in learning and teaching, opportunities and challenges. Now, let's get straight to the main event. Please welcome Prof. Albert Ciao. The virtual floor is yours, Professor. Thank you.
Good morning, Robert. Good morning, colleagues. Thank you so much for this opportunity for me to share a few thoughts with you on digital transformation, which is now a major project, not only in my university, but indeed across many tertiary institutions in the world. Today, I think I'm going to talk about challenges more than opportunities, okay? Towards the end of the talk, I will confess to you that I don't know much about the topic. I only know the problems, and I don't quite know all the solutions. But hopefully we can work it out together. Just last night, I was working on another piece of, another short piece, okay, for another association. And I certainly believe that all the challenges, all the changes that have been seen in the past few years have indeed made us work together, okay, much closer than ever. And there is such a need. And we certainly hope that we can work together on this very important topic in the years to come. Now, let me share my screen with you, okay? I'm going to spend about maybe 15 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes, and then we can open up for discussion and questions, okay? Now, so you see my screen, right? Okay, you see my screen now. Okay, great. Okay, now, let me spend 1 minute to introduce my university, okay? Hong Kong Baptist University is one of the 8 publicly funded universities in Hong Kong. We are a research-led liberal arts university, founded in 1956 with a Christian heritage. Altogether, we have about 7,000 undergraduates and 4,500 postgraduates, 2,000 teachers, and 750 non-teaching staff. We have 7 faculties: art, science, communication, business, visual arts, social sciences, and Chinese medicine. We have a school of continuing education, which is also part of our university. But as you can see, many of our faculties focus on in the creative industries. We do have a professional school in Chinese medicine, but as you can imagine, Chinese medicine also has a very long and deep root in Chinese philosophy. So basically, we have a lot of humanities, we have a lot of arts and sciences and creative industries. In 2018, we implemented our 10-year strategic plan. Okay, there were 3 priorities. The first one is best student experience. The second one is research excellence. And the third one is capacity building. For the third one, I'm going to make an open appeal to you all. We are recruiting. We are recruiting very heavily, okay, under a scheme we call a Talent 100. We are searching for 100 faculty members across the world. Indeed, we have achieved the target, but we modified that target to 100 plus, 130 plus, okay? So we are still recruiting. So if you know any good colleagues, including yourself, please consider us. Now, today we are going to look at 3 areas of digital transformation. The first one is curriculum and learning experience. This is more on the impact or on our response to the digital technologies or all these disruptive changes caused by digital technologies. The second one is a project that we are embarking on at BU, which is a digital transformation project. And a major part of it is to change the student life cycle management into a fully automatic and digitized system. The third one is how we hope we can collect data, analyze them, and use them to inform our policy and decisions. Okay. Now, the first topic, the first area is the curriculum and learning experience. This is very common to all of us. Okay, we all face these challenges, and we talk about these challenges day in and day out. We talk about technologies. Okay, a lot of changes brought by it. The future of work is going to change rapidly. We keep saying that many of the existing jobs will vanish, and then many new jobs are emerging. While some of them are actually beyond our imagination. We can't even imagine what those jobs will be in, say, 5 years, 4 years. But at BU, because of our Christian heritage, because of our emphasis on humanities, we believe that humanities have to work with technologies together. Technologies will bring us a lot of new ethical issues. For example, when you have a driverless car, okay, you have to teach the machine how to make a decision. Say running into 2 people at a corner or running into a big shop, something like that, okay? There are ethical dilemmas that we face all the time, and we have to teach the machines to do it. These days, my colleagues and I think a lot about art tech, okay? And we have to look into metaverse. There are existential questions that our philosophy colleagues are already asking. If I can create multiple identities virtually, which one is the true one? Okay. And if I die physically and my virtual identities continue to exist, okay. So what does existence mean? Okay, a lot of these issues are already coming in and we are trying to work on them. So we believe that students have to have broader qualifications, not just one single discipline. They need the transferable skills and competencies. And then we need to prepare them for a lifetime of careers, not just jobs, not even the first job, okay? A lot of our funding bodies or the community, we look at the students' first job search, how successful they are, how many job offers they get, so on and so forth. But indeed, we are thinking about a much longer time frame. And then this is a report from the World Economic Forum, okay, published last year. As you can see, well, some of the skills are quickly becoming more important. Okay, the dark lines, critical thinking and analysis, problem solving, and self-management. Now, I would like to say something about self-management. It is about the ability to learn by oneself. It is about resilience. It is about tolerance of ambiguity. Okay, I'm a psychologist. Okay, so all these are very dear to my heart. And I always talk to my students that one of my jobs at the university is to put you through ambiguity. If you believe you are going to be a medical doctor at the age of 17, fine, okay, come to the university. We are going to bombard you with a lot of new ideas, a lot of insights, a lot of exposure. If at the end of the day, with all this ambiguity and uncertainty, you still want to be a medical doctor, congratulations. Okay, but if you decide to change to another profession, to discover you want to be an artist, fine, also congratulations. Okay, but working through the ambiguity is very important. And then of course, in our work life, we face ambiguities and uncertainties all the time. Okay, and we have to pull it out, we have to sort it out. So how to future ready our students? Okay, our emphasis is on innovation and creativity, empathy, cultural awareness, problem solving, technology skills, self-management. And we want their learning experiences to be authentic and contextualized. Rather than say locking them up in a campus, we want to send them out in real life settings. Okay, and again, I joke with my students. We love you so much that we want to send all of you away. Okay, either for international exchange or for outside placement, internship, so on and so forth. Assessment is a big part. A lot of my HKBU colleagues there, we talk about outcome-based assessment all the time, OBTL, okay? But now we hope to look at the process also. We would like to celebrate failure. We hope to find out how students learn from failure. That is more important, rather than just looking at the outcome. If the outcome is good, you get an A. If the outcome is bad, you get an F. Not necessarily so. Okay, if they learn from their failures, why not an A? Okay, we would like to see how they evolve from, for example, from a passive member of a team to a contributor, to a leader. That would involve a process of growth. Okay, that is it. Our students need to learn how to learn. We hope their learning will be solution-based. They provide solutions and test their solutions in a real life setting. And that will become feedback and assessment. And then we want them to keep a portfolio electronically. Okay. So we are introducing a few new undergraduate programs at BU. All of them are transdisciplinary or involved multiple disciplines: health and social well-being, global entertainment business, arts and technology. And then we also do a very special one. We call it a personalized pathway program. So students design their learning path. We are going to put them through a lot of learning to learn modules, a lot of solution-based modules, and then they have to test their solutions. Now, these indeed involve multiple disciplines. And after working in universities for some years, we all know that faculty members, okay, work in silos. We love our research area so much. We lock ourselves up in our laboratories. I did that, okay, as an experimental psychologist. I often work on my own till say 3 a.m. in the morning in my lab. Okay, so breaking that silo is indeed a big challenge. Students have to understand issues and policies. Students have to apply cutting edge technologies. Now, this is another very, very big challenge. As I said, we are putting together an art tech program. Okay. But now we are preparing a curriculum even for students who will be going into their final year in the year of 2025, 4 years from now. Tell me 4 years ago, okay, if we were going to design an art tech program, how many of us, certainly not me, could imagine NFT would include metaverse in the curriculum? Come on, okay, I wouldn't be able. But now you tell me, okay, my job is to design a curriculum which is good for 4 years later. I can't do it. But we have to do the curriculum, okay? And we have to cultivate entrepreneurial and adventurous mindset in our among our students. And then we have to create and test new solutions. So these are the emphasis of the new programs. But this is pretty much a response to all these disruptive changes brought along by technologies and of course COVID-19. And now we have to design programs like this. So I have a standing partnership invitation to all of you, okay? We need a lot of joint student projects, experiential learning, service learning, internships, so on and so forth. So if you have information about, or if you have interest about that, please send me an email and we can work together. I don't talk about this because I'll talk about the challenges towards the end, but sometimes technology can also bring us a lot of advantages. We are now also thinking about how our future international education should look like. We will count less on student mobility or exchange of headcount. We will look at more on online teaching and learning. And that is again an advantage brought by digital transformation, okay? We have to look at new delivery formats, mixed mode teaching. We have to look at internationalization at home. For example, our students will do virtual internship. They are physically in Hong Kong, but they participate in meetings online and they complete their projects and send over the products of their work over the internet. Okay, so this is a new mode that we are working on for our international education. Again, challenges will be how to merge online and offline, how to do quality control. Are we ready as an institution? And then again, assessment is an issue. Now, the second two parts will be more like on the future readiness of the institution. Okay, we talk about future readying our students, but how about ourselves? Is our infrastructure ready? Are our colleagues ready? Okay, now, so this is a digital transformation project that we are working on. As you can see, we start with a mission: registration, tracking student success, advising, assessment, access to facilities, resources, participation in activities, finance, so on and so forth. From prospective students, at the point they're interested in BU, they become our students, they become our graduate, and then alumni. It is in the life cycle. So we are building an integrated system so that the data can be communicated across different segments of the university or offices. So what's good for students? We hope they can do self-service. They will have better interaction with our offices, and our offices would have better interaction among ourselves, faster service, prompt response, mobile friendliness, so on and so forth. Okay. Now, and we are also doing, alongside with the digital transformation project, a smart campus project. We will monitor, for example, the use of canteens, learning commons, so that we can optimize our resources. We support students' multiple e-payment platforms, on-campus service, smart classroom management. There will be more better video and audio facilities in the classroom. We monitor them. We can help teachers remotely. Smart facilities management, how to save energy, switching off lights, switching off air conditioning, so on and so forth. Smart support user, chatbot 724, rather than, well, looking for a real human being. So all these things are being done, a huge project. So the goal is to enable improved learning outcomes, environmental sustainability, better collaboration, better people experience, improved student engagement, and then actionable insights for decision making. So we are collecting quite a bit of data. So that will bring us to the third area, collection, analysis, and usage of data. This is something that haunts us all the time because this is an audit theme of the UGC. UGC is the funding body of the Hong Kong SAR government for public universities. Once every 6 years, they come to audit us to see how well we are doing in our teaching and learning programs. This time, their theme is collection, analysis, and usage of data. So for collection of data, we have to ask ourselves, what data to collect, how to collect, when to collect, okay? And then once we get the data, are we just using descriptive statistics, mean, median, mode, range, standard deviation? Or we try to find explanatory correlations, explanatory relationship. Say if I do international exchange, students would have this kind of learning outcomes. Okay, can we predict? If I know, I can only push 3 buttons because of limited resources at time. Which 3 buttons should I press in order to effect the best student growth and learning outcomes? Okay, we need to do that, but we are not able to do it yet. Okay, finally, once we know the data, then we have the feedback loop. Hopefully, we can have better decisions and improvements and benefits. So as part of it, we are doing dashboards, okay? 6 dashboards to start with: admission and recruitment, enrollment, progress, engagement, support, and research students. This is a snapshot of our admissions dashboard. Sorry that I have to cover up some data, okay, because they are not meant to be made public and certainly not to be put on a video, okay. But as you can see, we can analyze the heat map from where we're recruiting, how faculties are doing, what students, the trend data, so on and so forth. Once we look at them, we know how to organize our publicity campaigns. We know where we should talk to students. We know what students' concerns are, so on and so forth. Now, this is a very long journey, okay? And there are many, many challenges. We hope it is not just moving all the manual processes online. So we need to look at process re-engineering, optimization of procedures. That will require colleagues to change their mindset, okay? And deviate from some of the practices that they have been doing for decades or for years. We have to migrate data from the legacy systems. If you look at the dashboard, garbage in, garbage out. If the quality of the data is bad, whatever dashboard you get is not going to be accurate or useful. The quality of data is important. So with all these change management, we have to do it slowly, but quickly, okay? We have to do it just in time, but not in a haste, okay? We have to prepare colleagues. That's why we have to do a lot of user engagement. We have to develop in-house talents rather than just getting outside consultants or buying an off-the-shelf system and then just put it there. Okay, we can't do it because there will be accommodation and adaptation. But we have to look at value for money. This is my administration colleagues keeps telling me, Albert, we don't have all the money in the world. Okay, we are already giving you tens of $millions to do it. Okay, show us the value for money. Okay, and try to keep your budget as lean as possible and overachieve your targets. Things like those, okay? So we have a lot of those things in the administration side. On the curriculum side, as I said, we have to do new ways of assessment. not only quantitative data, but also qualitative data. Because we do personalized pathway, we are not going to follow a standard QA procedure. Okay, so our quality assurance agencies will come to us. If all your students are so personalized, how do you do quality assessment? How do you make sure that you're providing good education to them? A lot of these questions, then we have to change from the old mindset ourselves to the new mindset. How to make things more flexible, okay? And at the same time, keeping quality. As I said, I'm not presenting solutions to you today. I'm presenting to you a lot of the issues that we are thinking about. We think all these are very important. We are embarking on them. But along the way, we face challenges and we are trying to look for solutions ourselves. And we tolerate ambiguity. Thank you. So questions and comments are welcome.
Thank you, Professor Ciao. Thank you for the excellent sharing. Now, question and answers. Please, as we have limited time, so I'll open one questions. You may ask from the chat or just raise hand. Please, welcome. Okay, Bu Cecilia, please welcome. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. Dr. Chow, would you like to tell us more about the regulations in Hong Kong? Because usually we would like in Indonesia, we would like to have personalized curriculum, but the policy from the government does not allow us or does to do so. So could you explain more about the policies of higher education in terms of the curriculum?
Universities in Hong Kong have a lot of autonomy. Okay, we can design our own curriculum and confer our degrees. So we propose these programs to the funding body, the UGC that I talked about, University Grants Committee. And then they gave us our approval. Okay, they actually said all these new programs makes a lot of educational sense. They even said this is what education is supposed to be. But after that, they say, we wish you good luck because it is going to be very challenging and difficult. But we can do it because of the autonomy we have. And of course, we have to send this program for outside accreditation, and then we put them through our internal quality assurance mechanism. But we have the autonomy to do it, and the government or the funding body will not block us.
All right. Thank you, Professor Chow. One question in the chat is from the Eva Wong.
Our colleague at you. Yeah.
All right, you read it or
Yeah,
can I? Oh, I'm unmuted already. Can you hear me?
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah, please.
Yeah, I'm always challenging my boss. Although he's not my boss anymore because I retired. I say excellent talk, Albert. I like the way that you actually frame what BU is going to do, how we move into the 21st century. But on your cautions slide, all of them are very time-honored cautions. It's not 21st century cautions anymore. Changing mindset, dealing with all the people, value for money. How can we actually why are these cautions so old when we are moving into 21st century? How do we deal with these cautions? Do we have 21st century ways to deal with these cautions? For example, changing people's mindset. If you don't change, just like taking the shots, if you don't take the shot, you're not coming to university. If you don't change your mindset, you're not coming to university. Can we do that? I mean, particularly on colleagues. Sorry.
Okay, sure. Professor, please.
You are asking a question that I'm not capable of answering. I don't belong to the 21st century. I belong to the 20th century. Okay. But jokes aside, because it is such a novel process for us, okay, at least for me. Okay, so we have to deal with the issues one at a time. the new issues emerge. Okay, at the moment, this I would say